What did
Limerick! Get your pen and paper out.
Limerick! Oh, holy crap! I got my notebook again. I'll be right back.
Lucky for us, you've been playing the harmonica, so we know your brain's awake. Let's get into the first story about the aliens.
Trying to clear it.
Or maybe not the aliens. We've talked about the 3-1 Atlas comet multiple times. A lot of people thinking there may be aliens on it or alien something happening with it. We've got our first image of it. First ever seen image. I should probably actually load this to see what it looks like. It looks like, imagine you've got a TV, like an old TV, right? And you're not on a channel, and it's just that fuzziness. And there's a small little bright light in the middle. That's what it looks like. It looks like a foggy day and the sun's peeking through the clouds. That's what the image looks like. But I'm sure that scientists who actually study this stuff are very amazed. This is from Dr. Alfredo Carbonetti on the IFL Science. Our interstellar visitor is visible again after reaching its closest approach to the sun yesterday. The Punch mission, a group of small satellites studying the sun, spotted a comet 3-1 Atlas as it came out of the sun's glare. The interstellar comet, the third known object formed in another sun's star system to be tracked through our solar system, was spotted beyond the limb of the sun after its highly anticipated solar conjunction, the moment when it was on the opposite side of the sun from our point of view. So it kind of peeked through, I guess. The rest of this... For serious astronomers, these last few weeks have been exciting. The interstellar comet is a lot more active than the previous two interstellar objects. I-1 Oumuamua, discovered in 2017, and Comet 2I Borisov in 2019. It might also be a lot older than them, maybe twice as old as our solar system. The solar conjunction was just days before the perihelion, the closest approach of the comet to the sun, which happened yesterday on the 29th of October. That meant an increased activity from the comet, with reports of not just its peculiar anti-tail, but also the presence of a possible jet stream from the comet. As it gets closer, it gets heated up. Most comets are made of ice or something similar to ice, so it jets out some stuff. There's some stuff getting evaporated by the sun. While the data is still coming in, it will take days before it's analyzed and shared. It is unlikely we'll get anything from NASA due to the continued U.S. government shutdown. Oh, great, another thing to put on the list that has been ruined by the government shutdown. 30 days so far, if anyone's counting. The automatic pipeline of data allows us to check images in progress, so it was a member of the public online who shared the image from Punch. Data is also getting through automatic tracking systems and has confirmed that the comet, both the conjunction and the perihelion, without alteration to its expected trajectory, as in it getting heated up hasn't changed where it's going. It's not going to suddenly crash into us. Sorry, doomers. No comet crashing into us today. It's not breaking news, but since its discovery in July, the media has run with Professor Avi Loeb suggesting that Comet 3I Atlas might be an alien spacecraft. It's not. Perihelion was a special moment, according to the spacecraft hypothesis.
That ruins my limerick.
Sorry.
My limerick's ruined now. Damn it! I can start over. Oh well, I'll just go with this one. Sorry.
That was when the comet could reveal. I mean, it's supposed to be kind of comedic, so it can still be about that. That was when the comet could reveal itself as being an artificial craft. So when the perihelion happened yesterday, that's when it would have been revealed if it was a spaceship. Using the gravity of the sun to turn to pull the Oberth maneuver and come straight towards Earth. Okay, so their hypothesis of it being a spacecraft is based on the idea that the comet, if it was a spacecraft, would be using orbital maneuvering in order to change its trajectory to come towards Earth. Maybe it doesn't want to come here. Maybe it came by to scan us, said, oh, that place is a shithole, and then it's turning around. Maybe. It's not an alien, sadly. Unfortunately for the proponents of the baseless idea, the comet kept on cometing as it's on its projected path. Having passed the closest point to the sun, 3I Atlas is now on its way out of our solar system. It's currently within orbit of Mars, but every day it gets a little bit further away from the sun. Maybe it's landing on Mars. You ever think about that? They're actually humans from long, long ago where we came from, and they've come to help us with Mars, and we're going to move to Mars. That doesn't mean humans aren't going to stop studying it. On November 2nd, and then again on the 25th, the European Space Agency will use its Jupiter-bound mission, JUICE, to observe the comet from deep space. JUICE will observe 3I Atlas between 2 and 25th of November. We will be using 5 instruments: the camera, the near-infrared imaging instrument, the UV spectrometer, the sub-millimeter instrument, and a sensor to image neutral atoms. We are far away, 0.5 astronomical units, therefore only remote sensing will be used. Olivier Witasse, ECA project scientist, told IFL Science previously. So, at least the government is shut down in Europe, so we'll be able to get those results and what that means at probably some time after November, maybe even in December. They usually give like a month, right? They give a month or two to look at the data and actually have something to say. They're not gonna, we finished the study and we've decided this the next day. However, due to the position of JUICE with respect to Earth, the data rate is very low. We expect the data to be downloaded only in February 2026, so we need to be a bit patient. See, there you go. We're going to have to wait until around February to even get the data, and then probably somewhere in the summer next year, we'll actually have some information in the summer next year. Many other observations are expected to take place in the coming months as the comet and Earth gets closer to another. The closest approach will be on December 19th. So, if anyone wants to do, well, actually, please don't do that, but I know there probably will be. The comet thing that happened, what was it, in the 2000s, where everyone killed themselves? Because they're like, the comet's gonna send us...
Yeah, nobody do that.
Yeah, nobody do that. Please.
It was the Hale-Bopp. The Hale-Bopp comet you could see for... We lived in El Paso. It was in the 90s, or
I think it was in the 90s.
You could see it pretty bright in the sky. It was the brightest thing in the sky when the moon wasn't around, and it was very prevalent in the southwestern sky. But there's a bunch of idiots that wore Nike shoes and shaved their heads and thought they were getting a ride in a comet. Let's see.
They could get uploaded into the comet if they died.
Maybe we could get rid of another crop of stupid people that way, I suppose. I don't know. I mean,
another crop.
As long as they're not having children before they off themselves. I don't know. What was it called? They wore like purple Nikes too. It was very specific. Like
they were cults.
Shit.
Yeah, they were
all
cults,
these people
Yeah. But anyways, to finish the story off, December 19th is when it will be the closest to us, which is about 269 million kilometers or 167 million miles away. We might be able to see it. We might not be able to see it. Who knows? But I guess put that on your calendar on December 19th to look up in the sky and see if you can see the comet. Both professionals and amateur astronomers will soon be able to see it in pre-dawn hours. So if you want to see on December 19th, make sure you're up around 4 a.m., 2 a.m., something like that. Look up in the sky and you might be able to see it with your little telescope if you got one, if you're an amateur. From Sunday, it will appear near Venus in the sky. So if you want to if you have a better, stronger telescope, you should be able to see it from Sunday, the November 2nd, right? Yeah, from November 2nd, you should be able to see it by Venus. So get your little star chart out.
Oh, by Venus. Oh, yeah. Venus is the brightest thing in the sky. It's not hard to find at all.
Yeah,
anyway,
it's a red dot.
Besides the moon. Besides the moon, it's the brightest thing in the sky.
And that's my story. Give me my limerick.
Okay, story. Okay. No limerick after everything else. Here's a limerick. Alf and E.T. went for a ride in the Milky Way looking for a bride. On a comet called Atlas, they missed their first chances. Now a search for a Mars maiden will be tried. They've been out here looking for a bride.
Go to
Alf and E.T., the two most famous extraterrestrials. Of course, L stands for Alien Life Force, and ET stands for Extraterrestrial.
We're finally... Yet again, every time I hear about this comet, it reminds me of a video game I played where a comet enters that video game's universe, and it had ghost energy, and that ghost energy killed everyone instantly. So let's hope that doesn't happen.
Wow. Not that. When I hear a comet, I think of the Kansas comet. Gail Sayers running back for Kansas.
Because even though there might not be aliens on the comet, right, it can bring something from another place, right? It's definitely bringing something from somewhere. So it could bring a disease. Who knows? A space-borne disease. That's probably happened. Maybe not in our lifetime, but it's probably happened before. Maybe that's why we're here. We're actually a space-borne disease.